Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I think my battery's dead.
With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone.
So what if I need a new one?
No problem. We have the right battery for your car, starting at only $89.99.
Get in zone.
And what about my old battery?
We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I hear the familiar sound of a beer being opened.
This is what a midlife crisis sounds like. Yeah, beers at noon.
Beers at noon. How's it going, man?
Oh man. Oh, it's going okay. There's somebody parked in the middle of my street right now. That is odd. I don't think they should park there. It's probably not safe. Anyway, that's really weird. It's going good, man. I'm back at my house now. I'm not at your place anymore.
Oh, gee, I was wondering where you were. I've been wandering the house calling out your name. I'm just surprised you left without saying anything.
Well, you were like, you probably thought I got scared of your dog.
Yeah, you are like a pussy when it comes to dogs, but that's okay. You're a cat person, which means you are a pussy, literally.
I'm not a scaredy cat. Oh, wait.
Oh, by the way, speaking of cats, in my recent listen to one of your other many podcasts,
Oh God.
I saw that you like basically lost your kid's cat and then you made everyone cry. Am I getting the story right?
Yes, you are. You're getting it 100% correct. I lost the cat and everyone cried and they all lived happily never after. No, I didn't lose it forever.
You lost it. You lost it temporarily.
Yes, I did lose it temporarily, but it was hiding. So I have, it's its fault. It's the stupid cat's fault. You know why it was hiding? Because it was afraid of what? A FedEx driver? What the hell's that guy going to do to you, you stupid cat? That's why you're named our cat.
Stupid cats. Yeah, well, whatever. But it sounds like you found it and everyone was okay, right?
No. I said you were right earlier. Cat's lost forever, and
yeah.
Cried.
Well, all right. There you go.
Well, how
I could imagine like if anything happened to our dog, my kids would just be
oh my god,
like just insanely like messed up forever.
Have we told people your dog's name before?
My dog's name is Tiki. I'm a big like Tiki drinks kind of fan. I like that
Tiki Barber. He likes Tiki Barber.
I'm also a big fan of Tiki Barber. But yeah, I like those kind of cocktails, and I also like that kind of style a little bit.
Big fan of that song Tiki Tiki Tambo No Sa Rambo.
Wow, Jesus, that's a deep pull.
I don't even know where that's from. It's just burnt into my brain. I'm sure in third grade I was like brainwashed to do some stupid singing. What is that from? Do you know what that's from?
I don't know. I've just heard the name. I think that's something like my mother would say.
Oh, there it is. Tiki Tiki Tembo. It's a 1968 pictured book written by It's a picture book.
It's a picture book.
Oh.
Look at you. Until right now, I didn't even know you knew how to read. So this is like pretty impressive.
I am super excited.
You just referenced a book. This is really weird.
However, it does say picture book. So I'll take the win.
It's something that you read like last year, right? Like this is a recent book.
By reading, I mean looked at the pictures. Yeah, okay, sure.
By the way, how do I sound coming from my newly built studio? Compliments of Chris's trip out here.
Are you in the closet right now? I mean, beside the
well,
one.
You know me. I've been in the closet for a long time, just waiting to get out. No, I was too lazy to take the microphone off and relocate it to my desk where I normally talk to you from.
Are you standing?
I'm just standing here in the closet, wondering when I can come out of the closet and just be my true self.
That's good because I want to stand now too. I'm gonna make my desk go up while we're talking. I thought it turned out quite good. I do like the fact that it's like kind of like the studio or the voice box I have here. So it's like the same design type thing. Mm-hmm. I'm taking over the world one voice box at a time. No?
No, that's not what it
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
at all. But no, it sounds really good. I'm really happy about with it. I think it looks cool. I think really good job from the both of us of making do with what we had and making it work. Like it came out really good considering we were kind of just like Mickey Mousing the whole thing.
Yeah, you know what? I think I might post some pictures online about the new studio that we did over there on the
Yeah.
This
It
is Funner
involved
page.
it
So
involved leftover soundproof foam that I had in a cardboard box that was my previous station, a moving blanket, and a shower curtain rod,
and a homemade pipe out of a
big
can.
shower curtain, and then a pole, a big gigantic long screw that we got from Home Depot that fits at the end of the microphone that we
Say it
attached to a
again.
shelf.
Say it again.
A big, long screw.
I sound like a dog from freaking Hanna-Barbera.
Why you do the little wheeze? You got the smoker's wheeze.
I don't smoke, but I'm a dog. No, hey, so that's good. Yeah, no, I think you sound great. I think that the new episodes of season 7 or 9 or whatever you're on.
Season 7 is gonna be season 6 is ready to be recorded. Probably I might even start recording Sunday or Monday. I'm pretty damn close to being ready, and we'll be looking for a new season. Season 5 just ended on Wednesday, so happy about that.
I know it was really good. I liked it. What? Anyway, did you? Okay, now, you just said you were going to record on Sunday. I was there on Sunday, but I flew out kind of early. Do you guys do church?
The wife and youngest daughter go to church.
Go. Okay.
I mean, I'm a believer. I'm not.
You're a
Christian
monkey?
man. I'm a Christian man, but
Oh.
I do not like church because I feel like I'm just in the world's most boring college class. Like, you know, at least when you're in a college class and you sit there forever, you get to respond back, you get to talk, you get to stand up and do things. Here, it's just like sit here and listen to someone talk to you for an hour and a half. And I don't know. I just when I work all week, I don't want to dedicate one of my free days to just listen to someone talk. So I asked my wife for the Cliff's Notes version. She comes home. I'm like, all right, spill it to me, and you have 2 minutes.
She's all
Cross guy Jesus.
Wine, lots of wine,
and then he had some fish and he made more of the fish. And I'm all time's up. You went over a lot of
commercials are over. I'm watching the game. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I was just asking because I was there and you guys didn't say anything or do anything, so I didn't know if I would like suspend.
We didn't want to mention church around you because we thought you would just spontaneously combust.
I might. In the way your house is built, it probably wouldn't burn for very long. Because all the brick and
it's
everything.
All brick out here. Something else I did today. I literally just walked in the door from getting back. I didn't trade in a car. I just went to the dealership and said, take this car back. Not because I didn't like the car, but because it's really expensive and I needed to cut items from my budget. So basically, my work gave me a work vehicle. So I'm driving that instead, and it's free, and they pay for the gas, the insurance, and the car payment. So
yeah, but how do you park the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile in your garage?
Well, you know, there's always room for Jello. There's always room for a wiener. Was actually my pickup line on my first date with my wife.
That's why she told me it.
But by the way, I've actually ridden in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, so it's funny that you mentioned that. I got
You've been inside of her wiener?
I've been inside. You know, I mean, I'm always down. Listen, I'm coming to you from a closet, and I'm always down for a wiener.
Is it like a motorhome inside? I'm hoping.
You know what? It's actually pretty spacious and pretty nice. And they were taking applications for if someone wants to be a driver, just driving around the country in the Wienermobile.
I think we both applied for that job.
Yeah, I know you applied for like the God, what was the beer one that you applied for?
Michelob Ultra.
Michelob Ultra. Like you travel around the country and drink. You're like, yes. I will leave my family for that job.
Take pictures and put it on Facebook and record podcasts, and you'll give me a really nice motorhome
that's filled with the beer that you drink anyways. Yeah, that's
for free, and you'll pay me. Okay.
But yeah, no. So company gave me a car, and it's just like, listen, there's no point in having another car lease payment that's really expensive because I got raped with the last one. So even though I really liked my car, I had an electric vehicle. It just didn't make sense to have and to keep. And so I tried to convince them to turn it in early. They wouldn't take it, but they said, but if you can get them to buy it from you for at least the amount that you like that the car is worth, you could walk away for free. And they bought it from me for exactly what I owed, like the full payoff amount.
Wow.
And so I walk away, no payments, no nothing. So I just walked in the door from doing that. But listen, I gotta say, there's certain things in life that really frustrate me. Airlines, airports are one of them, but another one is car dealerships. There's nothing more inefficient than a car dealership. It makes no sense, the layout and setup. You sit down and you talk to someone and they go, I'll be right back. And they disappear for 47 minutes and they come back to you and they have the smallest little tidbit of information. It's like it took you that long. And then there's always that people in that booth that make all the decisions and they got to like go run and clear everything with them. It's like, great. Why don't you go sit down and I go talk to that person that makes all the decisions?
Why isn't that person not sitting in this room with us is the question I want to know.
Right.
Like, what's so special in that room that they can't have you in there? We can't hear anything, but we can see them talking too, remember? Because they've got all the stuff written in the walls. Like,
right. Yeah. They got a million papers.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, they got a million. Oh, and then here's the other one that bothers me. Have you ever shown up at a car dealership and they all decide to have one of those rah employee meetings? And it's like the guy's going to sit there and give this like rah, win for the Gipper speech to the sales force. And it's like, I'm standing right here ready to buy a car. And my salesman just left to go be part of this meeting. Like, it just seems completely rude to me. And they think they make it up by like including free popcorn. And it's like, no, thank you. But the other thing is these salesmen, they usually know absolutely nothing about the car.
Oh, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And I'm thinking to myself, couldn't you design a car dealership where there are no salespeople? The sticker price is what the sticker price is. And there's like 2 or 3 people working there and they're all the finance guys and the people that can answer like certain questions. They're the sales guys that can make deals. And that's it. And you could think about, you'd eliminate some of the cost of the car because how much of what I'm paying is going to go to pay these people's salary and their commissions?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I've had some really crappy times at dealerships. Even the other day, I went down just to get my car serviced and I had an appointment. I was about 10 minutes late. No big deal. I pull up, stand there, walk around, an employee sees me, nothing. Walk into the actual service area. I see the service manager in his office looking through the window at me. Doesn't get up, looking around, trying to find somebody that works there inside. Didn't find me. We went outside, stood by my car outside the door to the service department for 20 minutes. Didn't have one person come say hi or anything. So I'm like, okay, I'll go somewhere else. So I drove off.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, it blows my mind. It's super inefficient. And I don't understand why it takes so long. Like,
yeah,
I could say, okay, I could walk in the door, point to a car and say, I'll take that one right there. And I have $50,000 in my pocket. Here's a check. Boom.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it's still going to take 3 hours to process this and to get this done. And they always say like, oh, we're sending the car around through the car wash.
Yeah, we're going to go fill up the gas tank and get the car all cleaned up for you.
It's
while
like,
we get
it's a new car. How dirty can it be? It still smells like new car. Like
they just
there was
want
a sticker on the window. Like, did you guys like throw a party in the back of the car? What can you possibly be cleaning?
They just want you to get the tour of the whole entire dealership, especially that one place where the guy that throws the popcorn on the floor stands. They want to just
okay.
Everybody.
So listen, I've been known to be when the situation calls for it, I can go into asshole mode. And have I thrown popcorn all over the floor of a dealership from their stupid little popcorn maker? Yes, I have. Have I done the same thing at a movie theater to someone who was being horrible? Yes, I have. So I mean, listen, I'm not going to deny it. But that's all the more reason why you should serve it, like give the service that's necessary. And you just have a bunch of people standing around. And anytime it's a commission only job, people are just looking for the person that's going to buy. So if you're just saying, hey, I just want to look, I'm not ready to buy today, but I want to test drive a couple of them, blah, blah, they kind of look like, oh, yeah, I don't want to help you because I'm not going to get a sale today. So I say you eliminate the salesperson completely. And I wouldn't lose a damn thing. I could read all about the car on my own. There is this little thing called a hand computer that we all have that I could look it up anyways. I don't need the freaking idiot to go, well, it has 4 doors and
they open.
You notice that there's some wheels here.
That they have those car vending machines now where you do all that stuff online. Then the cars
they only sell used cars though.
Oh, well, that's all you should be buying. But my question to you, I forgot to ask this. When you got rid of your car, you took it back in. Mm-hmm. They bought it from you for the exact price that you owed. Did you keep the floor mats?
No, I did not.
Why not? That would have been
what would
like
I
a
do
trophy.
with those floor mats?
You put them up on the wall, and you're like, "Yeah, I beat you, Keith."
Yeah. No, but I did grab. It's funny though. I did grab about maybe about 15 coffee pods
Oh God,
from their room and just shoved them in all of my pockets.
for your wife.
And then dumped them in the drawer for my wife to have plenty of coffee. So, I've grabbed all the coffee pods and stuff like that. One time, this is about 8 years ago. I was getting a car, and I'm just trying to push the guy to get everything I can out of him. He's like, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that," and it was in the finance room where you sit down with yet another person who's getting paid and upcharging you on like, let me add this in the insurance, or let me add the warranty, and let me add all this shit. Anyways, he was trying to push me to make the deal, and I said, I'm not signing these papers unless you give me all those reams of paper you have. He goes, why do you want the reams of paper? I said, it's none of your damn business why I want them. I'm not signing this. I'll walk out of here right now. I want those reams of paper. He goes, are you serious? I said, damn right, I'm serious. So he gave me like all the reams that were left in the box. It was like 6 reams of paper.
Really?
And yeah, dead serious. And I walked out, I carried it to the car. I signed the papers. I carried it to the car, and I get home. The wife's like, why did you do that? I said, because I just wanted something extra for them. I even asked for his stapler. I said, give me your stapler off your desk. But he couldn't do that.
He said no.
He said no to that. He held firm on that, but he literally gave me the half empty box of printer paper, and I took it home, and we literally used that paper for like the next year and a half. And every time I printed something, I would brag to the whole family, this paper was free.
You are such a jackass.
I am. But you know what though? The guy, he was really confused. He was like, are you serious? Well, I'm really serious. Like I got really intense. I'm like, yeah, I'll walk out of here.
He was only confused until you asked for the printer paper, and then he goes, "Oh, yeah, this guy's handicapped."
There's a good possibility that's 100% true.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got out of that very expensive electric vehicle payment that will now not charge your house more electricity for really cheap in a state that's cleaner than this one. And that's good. I'm glad I got to drive in it.
Yeah. It's and I actually really liked the car, but
you almost killed us.
It was a really expensive car payment, and I'm getting a car from my job, and might as well keep it. The other thing I was going to tell you, I forgot to talk to you. Our last one was, I went to fly to see my dad, who lives out in Reno, a couple weeks ago, the week before you came, and I took an Uber to the airport to fly out to go see him, and the guy who gave me the ride is the guy who holds the world record for the longest Uber trip.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah, so he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. He gave the world's longest Uber drive. It went from North Carolina to Oakland, California. Someone paid him to drive all that way, and he said that the person the whole time was doing like video stuff, recording it, putting it to blogs. He got a sponsor to pay to do that entire trip, and he said like the entire trip he made like almost $2,000 or something like that for the trip, and he said the guy got paid like $4,000 or $5,000 to like document it and make it like a little video series for YouTube or something like that. And so there you go. So that was my brush with celebrity, the guy who was the Uber driver for the longest Uber ride in the world.
Well, I mean, that would be the second person you've met that's taken one of your goals in life by breaking a world record.
I do want to have a world record. Yeah. So, but let me ask you this.
Okay, hold on.
Let's say you're in North Carolina. Let's say you're in North Carolina and you got to get to Oakland. First of all, don't go to Oakland. That's just a basic rule I have in life. Don't go to Oakland. But why would you pay 10 times what a plane ticket is that would get you there in 3 hours to sit in the back of some guy's smelly fart-filled seats all the way back across the country?
Well, what if we had, and now, what if it was one of those Ubers that is like a child molester van, but it's pimped out to have like, PS7 or whatever the hell it's on right now, and the old like Super Nintendo or something? What if it was like that?
Ooh, I'm a guy who likes efficiency though. So I still would say, just get me there. Just get me to where I'm going. Like, how interesting can that car ride be? Like,
say what the world record is again.
It's from North Carolina, right on the coast, all the way to Oakland.
The name of it, it's the world record for the
longest Uber ride in the world.
That sounds like a sexual position. Hey, you want to do the longest Uber?
You could have also done the same thing with Lyft. I gave you the longest lift in the world, baby.
That's gnarly. What if they did a lift? Would it be a better record, less of a record, not a record? Because it'll change to the longest, paying some idiot to drive you for a long time.
And okay, and here's the other thing. When you're doing like Uber or Lyft, you don't know what your ride is until the person gets in the car, right? So what I want to know is, and I guess I forgot to ask the guy, but it's like, did the guy get in the car and go, thank you for accepting this ride. I really hope you don't have anything planned for the next 2 weeks.
Well, no, they accept it when they know where they're going, right? Like
when you request the Uber and it shows up and you get in and the person clicks, okay, the person's here, it then reveals where that person is going.
Well, I mean, you used to be able to schedule Ubers. Do you think he scheduled it? And
I don't know, because the guy told me, he said that the only thing that happened is when the guy sat down in the back seat, he said, hey, before you click anything, this is going to be like the longest Uber ride ever. And just be aware of it. And then the guy clicked okay and said, let's just do it. And he called his wife and said, I'm going to be gone for like a week, but I'm going to get a lot of money.
I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be famous.
I'm going to be uber famous.
Now, wait, are they both world record holders since they both?
Excellent question. Who gets the record? The person who drove or the person who rode?
Who's the receiver? Who's the giver? With that longest.
Isn't that always the question I say from the closet that I'm standing in? So because I flew on the plane, rode an Uber, it got me thinking about things that I love to hate. And it got me thinking that I would like to do a love-hate segment. Do you have a drop ready?
You know what? I actually do.
That I just hate you, and I hate your ass face.
I hate you, Ron Burgundy. I hate you.
No, I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool.
Would it interest you to know how much I hate you, Johnny? I hate you so much that I would destroy myself to take you down with me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah. We haven't done that in a while. I love that clip. That's one of my favorites. Okay.
I hate Balboa.
So I hate Balboa, but I pity him. So this is, we're going to just pick the people that we love to hate the most. And I got two for you. First up, talking about Uber drivers here. Who do you love, hate the most? Is it the talkative Uber driver? And you know the ones, right? We all know the ones where the person just will not shut up, will talk the entire drive, will tell you their life story and everything. Or versus the Uber driver who has to make a quick stop. Have you ever been in one of those Ubers where he's like, hey, I have to get some gas, so we're going to stop. Or then he stops and he runs inside the AMPM to get like a soda and runs back out. Like, I've had all of these things happen. Obviously, the talkative driver is much more common, but I've had both of them happen. But I want to get your thoughts on which one do you love, hate the most?
I would say, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in, if I want to talk to the person or not. But if
have you ever met an Uber driver that's interesting to talk to?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And most of the time I just put in my AirPods and they're like, okay, he doesn't want to talk to me. And then they just drive me to my place. But sometimes they do, however. I did have a really bad situation with this one guy. He's taking me to the Ontario airport. And we were this is about pre-COVID. We're about halfway there. And he just starts rolling down all the windows.
He farted.
Yeah, oh my God, it was bad.
Oh, dude, that's bad.
It was really bad. And I felt bad. I'm like, well, I'm not going to rate him a 5 stars. Can I rate him 5 farts?
Sir, I'm giving you a 5 fart rating. That one was so strong it would peel the varnish off of a Foot Locker.
I was like,
that fart was so strong it could end a marriage.
I think it was actually jet fuel from a plane that dropped on us or something. Well, but yeah, that happened. I would say.
But here's the thing. Okay, the guy who has to stop. This happened. This probably has happened to me 4 or 5 times. Really? It drives me insane because I'm like, why didn't you get the gas before you accepted the next ride?
Exactly.
There's been other times where someone was dropping off an Uber Eats, but they chose to like, oh, well, it's on the way. I'm going to drop off this Uber Eats. So they ran up to the front door of someone's house, dropped the bag of food, and ran back in. We kept driving. I just had my hands up in the air, like, what the F was that? Like, what is this? What is this? We took 2 side streets. I know it wasn't that much out of the way, but I mean, that's your problem, dude, not my problem.
Do it after you drop me off, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, though. The talkative driver, though, to me, I guess I get it because you're driving around all day. You're probably kind of lonely and it's nice to have someone in your car, but you have to realize besides basics, hey, how are you? Where you going? Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, yeah, sure is great. I understand that. But the minute you start telling me, so I got into Uber driving about 5 years ago, when they start telling you their life story, it's like, buddy, I'm paying you to get me there and to shut up.
Yeah, you're like a hooker.
Yeah. Money's on the dresser.
Right. That was really I mean, hookers are male,
So you
female,
have, we have
non.
to,
They're all
Yeah.
everything. So just so you know, that wasn't a slur in anybody's.
It was not. We listen. We
Anybody can be a
love.
hooker.
We should be better at this. We love hookers. We are pro hooker. We're prooker. We're pro hooker. So wait, which one do you hate the most? Like, which one's the worst? Talkative Uber driver who has to make a quick stop.
I'd say making a quick stop, because that's just straight up effing rude. That's just a generation that's doing that. It's so obvious. But yeah, like, come on, like, have a little bit of, I don't know, what do you call that? Couth?
Yes, couth. I like that one. That's a good word. Okay, next up, I think I agree with you. I think the person has to make the quick stop. It's like just completely rude. Talkative, I can understand to a certain extent. And you're right. You could always put in the earbuds and be like, that's the universal signal for I don't really want to talk to you.
F off.
Yeah, F off. So that's all well and good, but the Uber driver who has to make a stop is really one of the worst. And so I agree with you there. Next up for airplanes. Okay.
Oh crap, I was just on one. Two of them.
Airplanes that have no power outlet versus
Okay.
airplanes where that little tiny tray, the baby tray you're starting to see on planes where they're trying to save money, because that 1.3 ounces that a full tray would be is just too much weight for a plane. I mean, first of all, the 350-pound guy sitting next to me gets on and he's fine, but no, let's trim the tray that costs 1.5 ounces. You flew on Spirit Airlines. I saw you probably saw the tray table that was about not even the length of your phone.
Yeah, my phone would barely fit on it.
But that's kind of the new trend. A lot of planes are doing that nowadays. It drives me nuts. But the no power outlet, I don't understand at all, because you're now asking everyone to be on their phone constantly. I got to use my phone to show my ticket to get on the plane. Then you're playing music, or if you're on an airline, they say, oh, connect to watch our free movies and TV on your phone and all this kind of stuff. It's like, you're telling me you can't have one power outlet that like two people can share at every seat. How difficult is that really?
No, I agree with you. This is tough, because it's like the trays are actually the appropriate size to the amount of stuff they give you now, because they don't give you anything. So you just set your phone on it. But back in the day when when flying just started, there was like tables and dinner. I remember getting served dinner
service, full dinner service.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was when they were smoking in the plane and stuff too, but that's beside the point. But like, you used to have a tray and enough area to eat dinner. Now it's like, would you like to buy some peanuts or a beer? Because it's going to be $37. But yeah, no, I would say that I don't mind the no plug, because I always come prepared. I think the tray's whack, because then you're trying to figure out a way to, like, if I wanted to sit there and edit a show, where am I going to put my laptop? I ain't put it on there. It ain't going to fit on there. It's going to fall off.
Yeah.
So that's what pissed me off. I was like, well, thank God I got all my work done, because sometimes I do plan to sit on a plane and edit a show.
Well, how about okay, but with the power outlet though, what gets me upset is you're now asking. So they used to put a video in the back of seats, like JetBlue and all that would put video, but then they learned, okay, that adds a lot of extra weight to the planes, and they're always half broken, and customers are complaining. But everyone has a phone, so why don't we just give them access to watch things on their own damn device? Okay, fine, I'm willing to do that. Everyone has their earbuds in the entire flight and everything, so everyone's streaming stuff. But if I got a 3-hour flight plus the time waiting in the airport beforehand, plus the deboarding the plane, oh, guess what? We get stuck on the tarmac, whatever. Oh, and then I got to get out of the airport and call an Uber, and I got to have that on the whole time. Point is just as a courtesy, how difficult is it to just put a little outlet at the seat? And even if it's just one, you could ask your neighbor, hey, do you mind if I charge my phone for a little bit? I just need to top it off. I need an extra, 10%, whatever it is.
Someone on a plane? Talk to someone on a plane?
Or how about this? How about those wireless, the ones where you just set your phone on it and it wirelessly charges? Put on that little itty bitty tiny tray that you have that no one that you can't, or they put a little wireless charger right there. Why not?
I always forget that you can do that with your phones, that it's wirelessly charged. Like, I don't even use it for my phone now. I just plug the damn thing in. I should probably stop doing that and using my wireless thing, huh?
Yeah. Why not?
You're smart. Maybe that'd be cool. Put the wireless charger in the tray, and I think you'd be golden.
Yeah. And then, by the way, think of what a selling point that is. So let's say you're Southwest Airlines and you're like, okay, this flight to Florida is, it's $20 more, $30 more than the, Frontier Airlines flight to Florida that you're about to book. But we have wireless charging for your phone on the trays. You'd be like, huh, interesting. I think I'll pay the extra money.
Maybe I'll pay $25 to sit in the big seat.
Right. You could use it as an upsell. Anyways, so I pick me personally, just because it's a pet peeve of mine, I'm going to pick the airplanes that have no power outlet because I think it's inexcusable in today's day and age when everyone is just immediately on their phones or tablets or laptops or whatever, that you can't just put a little tiny bit of power outlets for people to use. I just think that's silly and ridiculous. So that's the one I'm choosing.
I'm curious to know when all planes are going to be made with metal that has photo synthesis paper or whatever on it for solar to be absorbed, because
why not?
You're always flying above the clouds. There's always sun unless you're flying at night.
Right. And you don't need it to power the entire plane like the plane's systems or anything like that, because you want that to be reliable. But you could
extra power.
You could use it for the extra power. You could use it to store power in case of an emergency, or hey, let's the plane ran out of fuel and we're all going to crash. Oh no, wait a minute, I have battery backup because we've been charging for all this time and I could fly the plane on that. Yeah. Or hey everybody, all the Wi-Fi is free and everything's free because we're saving all this money because we made the top of our plane solar.
Yeah, exactly. Like we fly more efficiently. We use half the gas. So here's some more leg room.
Which, by the way, shouldn't the roofs of cars be solar panels?
Yes.
Think how many times you park in a parking lot, you go to, and once again, shouldn't power the whole car. But what if that solar panel was enough to power your radio and air conditioning? Think of how many more miles per gallon we would all get if radio and air conditioning was never being sapped from the actual engine and its power, and it was just coming from solar.
Fisker made one of those, but the solar panels.
Whoa, buddy, watch your language. This is a PG. I'm not going to fister. This is a PG-13 podcast, man. That's just really, whoa.
Oh, no.
First you're talking about hookers, then you're talking about fist. I mean, good Lord.
Thank God nobody listens to the show.
I know, right? But you know, if they did, you know what they would say?
What?
Wow, that guy sounds really good. He must be in a recording booth.
He might be.
Yeah.
Fisker, Fisker. It was a car that made one with solar panels like 7-8 years ago. And it just, the technology wasn't there enough. And now they have like flimsy pieces of like roofing you can just staple to your roof that has.
Once again, I think the roof of your house should be made up of solar, like your solar panel roofing materials. Like there's a million uses where I'm not saying we go all hippy dippy and like convert the entire world to solar, but like Jesus, man, some things that just sit out in the sun all day, I don't know, makes sense to like have a panel on that. Slap a panel on that.
Yeah, why can't your roof be made out of solar panels rather than tiles?
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways,
while we leave everyone with that quandary and that nugget to chew on for the next week, that's going to have to wrap us up for today and this week. I'm glad you got home safely. I'm glad you found your cat. And I'm even more glad that I was able to trade in an expensive car payment for a zero car payment, because that helps me out.
Now you have more room in your garage.
Not really, because I have another car that just took its spot.
Oh, that's right. Wait, hey, by the way, I was going to ask, what kind of car is it actually?
Oh, it's a Nissan Rogue. It's actually a year older than the car I just turned in, but I don't care. It's a 2018, but it doesn't cost me any money. So
I love that Star Wars movie.
Yes, Nissan Rogue One.
Is it the Star Wars version?
No, I mean that would
be made one, right?
That'd be totally awesome. Yeah, I remember that when that came out.
Yeah, how cool would that be? You're like, yeah, no, they gave me a Star Wars Rogue One for my beer job. Yeah. Well, good luck driving that around. Hopefully you don't crash it or get any more tickets like you usually do.
Yep, I'm gonna try not to, since it's a company car and they would definitely find out.
And honestly, no drinking and driving.
Oh yeah, no, I have a pretty hard and fast rule about that. I only do heroin while driving. I don't do any liquids.
There you go. Well, that and watch movies.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, please take a listen to the rest of our podcast. We have about like 5,000 that we've done. I don't know. I lost count. Also, listen to this. Even the season just ended, but you can listen to all 5 full seasons. It's a ton of work and it's a lot of fun. And be on the lookout for season 6 coming soon, because I'm going to be recording it very soon.
Yeah, this is our 147th episode. So if you've listened to any of them, thank you. And if you listen to this one, thank you.
By the way, there's no way that we're only at 147. It feels like we're at like 342 or something like that.
Well, that's just because you don't like me.
Yeah, well, that really goes a long way. That's going to be our next podcast called I Hate. Oh, by the way, guys, there's another podcast that Chris and I did. It's a short form podcast. Yeah. It was super fun. You really should check it out. I couldn't recommend it high enough. We had a ton of fun making it. It's called Bad Ideas. It's kind of like Shark Tank, but someone presents an idea that's actually a really bad idea, and we just try and hash it all out and pick the best of the worst. It was a lot of fun to do, and we released all the episodes all at once so that you can kind of just go binge them. They're meant to be out 15 minutes long. So go enjoy those. Ton of fun.
Yeah, there's a total of 8.
I think we did 10.
I
think we did 10 episodes, and they all got released, and they're really, really fun. It was one of the funnest ones we've done, and I enjoyed doing it. So please give that a listen. And unless Chris has anything else, I'm done.
I just have 2 words: Ancestry.com.
I know that was really one of the best ideas. In fact,
there you go.
I think we're gonna be millionaires when people finally hear that marvelous idea. All right, everybody. Well, I'm at Sinatra's Rat Pack on Twitter, and that's Chris_Donovan over there on Twitter. And we will see you next time.
Deuces. That means bye.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.